Alright Steve, enjoying the view?
How'd you get in it?
Today I'm here with 6 plus Stevo and we are playing a game of Necrons versus Orcs. However,
wet foot.
it's slightly different because this time we're playing 500 points Combat Patrol. And Stevo, what is it?
Well, it is coming right up.
Is that Necron girl?
No.
That's scary because
That is scary, it's like the girl from The Grudge.
I just saw someone in there moving around.
Maybe she did just flitter in and go out.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. Right, Stevo is on his knees already.
Get used to it.
He's setting up his orcs. It's Necrons versus orcs, so let's have a look at the Necron list. Here we go, 500 points. Heading up the patrol detachment, which is a Sotek Dynasty detachment, is the Plasmancer, and he has the Hyperlogical Strategist Warlord trait. Hopefully I can get some CPs back with that. He also has the Veil of Darkness. In my troops slot we've got 5 Immortals with Gauss guns. In the fast attack slot we have some Scarabs, 5 Scarabs, and the Transcendent Catan, my first time in using him, and I'm going to have some fun and randomly generate both the powers of the Catan and his shattered personality. I'll do that on camera in a second, but first of all let's have a look at Stevo's Orcs.
So here we are with my Bad Moon Combat Patrol detachment. It is headed up by a big mech in mega armour. He has the Warlord trait, the best armour teeth can buy, and he has the shiny gubbins, the gobshot blunderbuss. And in the elite section I have just a small 5-man squad of tank busters. In the troop section I have a 10-man squad of shooter boys. I've got a knob with a big chopper in there, and one of the boys has a big shooter. And then in the heavy support section I have these two. I've got a Death Dread with a big shooter and 3 Dreadclaws, and then the other Death Dread has 1 Dreadclaw and 3 custom Mega Blasters.
And you worried about your model count, eh?
I was. I was. Slightly less worried about that.
Okay, Steve's sorting out his plethora of dice. You only need about 10 dice, probably, Steve.
I'm just trying to find all the ones that don't roll ones, you see.
Oh, okay.
There's not many of them.
Okay, here we go. For a bit of fun, I am going to randomly select my powers of the Catan. So the Transcendent Catan knows 2 powers, but it can only use 1 per turn unless you use a specific fractured personality. So here we go. The 2 psychic powers which I'm going to use are a 1 and a 3, Antimatter Meteor and Sky of the Falling Stars. Right, we are now going to roll for the split personality. Okay, so we're using the fractured personality. You can either select 1 personality trait or you can randomly roll and have 2. So let's see what we get. We get a 2 and a 5. Okay, so this bad boy's got +1 to strength and attack, plus you can only wound him on a 4+. That's pretty nice. Okay, we are ready to go. We are playing Outriders, so 4 objectives, 1 in each corner. We're going to be spread very thin, especially me, with just a few units to play with. However, we've chosen our secondary objectives. We both have engage in all fronts, table quarters. We've both taken the mission objective survey, which is basically getting the 2 objectives that aren't in the deployment zones, which Stevo is pointing to. And Steve's taken assassination, kill characters, which is a pretty good choice. I've got 2 characters on the table. And I've taken grind them down, kill more. I've deployed the Plasmancer with the Immortals on the objective there, the Scarabs to the left and the Catan to the right. Sounds like a song.
The Scarabs to the left.
And then over here Stevo's placed his 2 big
Death
Dreads with his mech, big mech,
Mega armor.
which is obviously going over here. My scarabs are slightly worried. Over this side, we've got the tank busters heading over towards this objective with my Catan. These guys are looking slightly worried.
Yeah.
And at the back, the boys on the objective. We have a flickering light. It isn't thunder. Lightning, even.
We're on a Necron planet. It adds to the vibe. It's good.
Okay, we are going to decide who goes first. This could be a big throw-off because, well, one of us is going to get the jump onto the objectives. So, here we go. Who's going first? I guess a 5. What did you get, Steve?
Well, it ain't me.
Didn't you say that was your special dice? I'm going to get my special dice out.
Yeah, that was really quite something, wasn't it?
Okay, it's going to be Necrons turn 1. Okay, movements phase done. I just moved these around the obelisk, potentially to do some shooting at some point. The scarabs have moved into that quarter. I did stay away from the objective because these guys, well, one of them at least can move 8 inches, and then the Catan has moved over towards this objective. Okay, powers of the Catan. I'm using antimatter meteor on the Death Dread. So we need, well, 3 or more basically. So here we go. We get a 4. Okay, so that does 3 mortal wounds on that Death Dread. Okay, so I'm going to use the Dimensional Destabilization Stratagem. It's 1 CP. Sotek Dynasty, Hyperlogical Strategist on a 5+. I'm going to try and get my CP back. Let's try and do it. We don't. However, we can now use a random powers of the Catan. So let's find out which one it's going to be. Power 4. Okay, yeah, Cosmic Fire. It's only 9 inches, so I can't hit anyone. Okay, nothing to shoot because my immortals are hiding and can't reach anything anyway. So that is the end of Necron turn 1. I am in 3 table quarters, so I get 2 points for engaging all fronts. And we're going to move in to Orcs turn 1.
I'm going to attempt to repair the damage you did.
Okay.
So I hope I roll a 5 or a 6.
He does.
He's back up to full strength.
There you go. Well done. And you've moved, yeah?
I have.
So
I've moved the tank busters just up here into this table quarter.
Yeah.
To fight this boy.
Yeah. And these made a U-turn.
Yeah. Yes, he's making a beeline for him.
Okay.
And then my Death Dread here with these Stompomatic pistons has moved 9 inches all the way up here, coming to get this one.
Okay, so he's obviously feeling brave with these little squad of scarabs.
Yeah, he's feeling itchy. That's what he's feeling. Yeah.
Okay, so shooting phase coming right up. What's that, Steve?
It's fine. You nothing to see here. Literally nothing to see.
Okay, so those were shots from the Death Dread onto my scarabs, yeah?
It was indeed.
Okay, and they totally missed.
Yeah. Well, they're small. They're hard targets.
No, they are hard. Yeah, they are hard to hit. Okay, 3 tank busters shooting at the Catan. D3 shots each.
Bad.
That's 6, 7, 8.
Okay, but they are heavy weapons, and they moved, so they are hitting on 6s.
Right. No.
Oh, good old orc accuracy.
Okay, so Death Dread shooting at the Catan.
Yep. He gets. He's got 3 custom mega blasters. They get D3 shots each.
D3 shots each. These are all different weapons, yeah? So that's
No, they're all the same weapons, but if any of these guns rolls a 1, he suffers a mortal wound. So,
okay.
But if I roll 3 1s on this, it'll just be one mortal wound.
Okay, yep.
So I need 5s to hit.
5s to hit. Get 1 hit.
1.
And
no 1s.
No 1s, yeah.
Good. Strength 8.
Okay, we are toughness 7. But, of course, a 1, 2 and 3 misses because of my fractured personality.
Hey!
4. Hey. Okay, so you wound.
High AP.
Phone time, I'll get a dice.
is, I believe, AP -3.
Okay, that'll be on my 4+ in Vun anyway. So just 1 wound, yeah?
It does D6 damage.
D6 damage, yeah. Okay, so I get a 5, I save it.
Of course.
Okay, so next up is the big mech. 2d6 auto hits on my Catan.
I'll take that.
That's the hits, yes.
That's how many. That's how many hits I get.
Okay, so now so now you need to wound me, yeah.
And it is strength 5, so I need 5s.
5s. Okay. 4, 5.
You in there? Yeah, not a bad roll.
5.
Thanks for the others.
Okay, so we've got 5 4-up saves coming in. We save one of them.
1 damage apiece. You'll be pleased to hear.
Well, you can only do 3 damage anyway in one phase.
Oh!
So it's 3 wounds.
Nasty!
Okay, Steve is spending 2 CPs to give him the ramming speed. This guy against my Transcendent Catan. So I believe you get 3 dice for the distance, yeah?
3d6, so I need 10.
You need 10.
To make it.
That's still a big charge for you, Steve, with 3 dice.
It is, and I still get the re-rolls. So.
Okay, so you should get in.
I hope so.
We'll find out. He's in. Okay, so on a 2+, I take some mortal wounds. It is a 6. So how many mortal wounds do I get?
D3.
D3 mortal wounds. Okay, 3. Okay, so obviously that was the charge phase. So now in the fight phase, I can take more damage. So I could be in trouble. Could be. We've got 4 attacks coming in. What do you need, Steve?
I need 3s to hit.
3s to hit. 2 miss.
Accept it.
Okay. Strength.
Strength 10.
Toughness 7.
I need 4s, don't I?
4s anyway. Yeah, because of my special roll. And he does 2. Okay.
2 invulnerable saves.
And how much damage do these do, Stevo?
They do a flat 3 damage each, so you need to save these.
Ouch. Okay, so I need 2 4s basically. Here we go. If he goes down, this could be the end of the game, pretty much.
Yeah.
Here we go. I get 1 4. I'm going to use a command point.
You have to, don't you?
Going to re-roll it. Come on! No!
Oh, they never work.
Do I get my command point back on a 5+? No, it's another 1.
Oh, seriously?
But does he explode? Okay, see if he explodes on a 4+. He does. It's D3 mortal wounds, just a 1 mortal wound. Okay, so that was end of Orc 1, scoring 2 points for engage on all fronts, so we're 2 points each as we move into Necrons turn 2. Okay, Necron turn 2, my back is up against the wall here, but we're going to try our best. So I've moved these scarabs onto this objective, and these guys here with the Plasmancer have just moved around the corner, eyeing up this Death Dread. Let's see what we can do. First of all, the Psychomancer's powers. Okay, he's got 3 dice on a 4+. We do mortal wounds. We do 1 mortal wound. Okay, next up, the Immortals rapid firing into this guy here. We've used 2 stratagems. Disintegration, capacitors, and relentless onslaught. So basically, if I roll a 6 to hit, I automatically wound and I get another hit dice. Okay, here we go. We need 3s. We do get 3 6s, and there's not a single 1 or 2. Okay, so we've got 3 automatically wounding. These now are strength 5, but it's toughness 7, so I am going to need 5s. Here we go. You get 1. That is not good. 4 wounds. Okay, -2 AP, so it's a 5+ save. 1 saved, so it's 3 wounds. Okay, that's it, so I can't do any more. I've got him down to 3 wounds, and that's it. So we are going to move into turn 2 for the Orcs. Okay, end of movement phase. This guy has been very brave. He's moved forward, trying to get table quarters, maybe do some damage over here. And these guys have moved on to that objective, and the Death Dread is facing off against my Scarabs. Okay, so the Death Dread at my Scarabs. What do you need?
Hits with one.
He needs a 5, yep. So 1 gets through.
I'm easily pleased, aren't I? Strength 5.
Toughness 3.
3.
He gets a 3.
It. Oh, that's a 6 as well, so that's AP 1.
Okay, so that'll be no save then. How many wounds?
1.
1. Okay, 1 big shooter spying out on my Scarabs.
Hitting on 5s.
Okay. Oh, that's a good roll.
That's more like it.
That is a good roll.
And wounding on 3s. 2 normal saves and 1 at -1.
Okay, so I've got cover from the what is it called? Always forget.
Post.
Yeah, but what's it called? The terrain piece.
Obscuring
Scatter.
terrain.
No, it's not scatter. From the obstacle. Okay, so it was 1 at -1, was it?
1 at -1.
Okay, so that's going to be a 6+ save then. Nope. And the other 2, 3.
No AP.
Yeah, so it'll be a 5+ save. We get 2, so we take 2 wounds.
Yep.
Okay, next is this big mech, which Steve has been telling me how he armed it with those weapons because he was super cool, but they weren't very good.
They weren't very good in the last codex,
But now they are.
They're quite tasty. And he's in range now to fire both of them this time.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
he's got his gobshot blunderbuss for the 2d6 auto hits, but then he also gets d6 shots from the teleport blaster.
Okay, sounds good, it sounds
Also,
good.
it's a blast weapon, but that's not going to have any effect there. This is only 5.
Okay, bring it on.
So, the green is the gobshot blunderbuss, and the red is the teleport blaster. So I get d6 shots from that, and 2d6 auto hits from this.
Okay, d6 from the red. Oh, it's a 6.
So I get 6 shots from the red,
Okay.
and 7 hits on the blunderbuss.
You're bringing the hurt today.
So the teleport blaster is an assault weapon. He's got a ballistic skill 4+, so he's hitting on 4s.
1 goes through.
Jeez. That's not good. Okay, so now rolling to wound. So strength 8, strength 5.
Okay, strength 8 on the red.
And your toughness 3, so I
Yep.
need
2s.
2s on this and 3s on them.
Yep.
Oh, I just got that. There we go. A few.
Okay, any AP.
So yes, you've got 4 at -1
Okay, so
and 1 at -2.
okay, so 1 wound, so that's a scarab base gone. And these I need 4s. No, so what was the AP of that for?
This is AP 1.
AP -1.
Yep.
Okay, right, so it'll be 6s then, because I'm in cover. I get 1 6, so 1 base is destroyed, and then I've got 3 wounds on the other one. Alright, next up is the Death Dread into the Immortals.
3 D3 shots. He gets 3, 2, 2, so...
Okay, so we're looking for some 1s, hopefully.
Yeah.
If you get a 1 on each of those colours, he
will
dies.
die. Yes, he will. And then I'll
Okay.
be using a command reroll. So he's hitting on 5s. Oh. Phew. Don't know whether I may command reroll one of them actually, just to take less damage. Yeah, I'm going to spend a CP
Okay,
and reroll the white one.
okay.
I'll roll it into this cursed dice tray.
6.
That's more like it. There we go. So he's taken 1 mortal wound.
Okay, it's down to
Pop
2
that on
wounds.
there. But he's got a few hits. Each one. Yeah. So strength 8,
Yeah, toughness 5.
3s. Okay, so he's rolled a 6, he's got an exploding 6 there. So that one's at -3 and that one's at -4.
Okay, so -4, no save. -3, one of them, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there'll be a 6 plus save. Nope, so 2 go down. Okay, finish shooting the Death Dread, yeah?
I have.
Okay, so I get my RP. So 5 ups. Nope. Just to put the real hurt on, yeah? Just.
Yeah.
Okay, the Necrons are not looking in very good position. Steve's trying to use his ramming speed once again because, well, now he's killed 2 and I removed him from the front. That's a big charge, so 3 dice would be pretty useful, I would imagine.
Yeah, I need 9.
It is 2 CPs though.
It is, it's cleared me out of CP.
Okay.
Well, I think it will be worth it.
Let's hope so. Oh,
That's
you get
not
to
a good
re-roll
roll.
it though, yeah?
I do get to re-roll it, and I will be a fool not to.
He's in. He's in. Okay, 2 died from mortal wounds on the charge in from that 2-point stratagem. It's a pretty good stratagem, but
It's a lovely
yeah.
stratagem.
Yep. Okay, what else you got? Anything else?
Yes, we've got some charging over here to do, haven't we? I've got my big mech is going to attempt to charge these scarabs.
Okay.
That's going to be a tricky one because he needs 11.
11. It's a big charge. You sure you just don't want to give the game up now?
Well, I think I'll stick it out. Nope, he doesn't make it in.
Okay.
The Death Dread is
He's definitely in. He is definitely in. Even with a double 1.
Good job too.
Even with a double 1. He's in. Okay, start at the fight phase. The Plasmancer has a chance to do a mortal wound on a 4+. So let's see what we can do. It's a 3. Okay, all of my scarabs are on full wounds. I've got 3 left, so I was considering using the stratagem to explode. If I had a scarab on 1 or maybe 2 wounds, I would, but on the full wounds, I don't think I will. I'm probably going to die anyway from the attacks from the Death Dread, but we will see. We will see. Steve is renowned for rolling low, so.
Not in this game. I think you've taken us around this time. Okay, so you get 6 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Wasn't your last roll a double 1?
If I roll 6 1s. That's not, I'll take that. That's alright. Strength 10.
Yep, toughness
2s.
33.
Oh, there we go. So 4. Well, 4.
It's 1 base guard on them.
They're 3 damage each.
Oh, okay, 3 damage each, right,
Yeah.
so that's 2 bases gone then.
It is, it is.
Okay, anything else to attack from that?
Not from that Death Dread.
Okay, so I need to do my RP. Just go grab some dice. Okay, here we go, on a 5+. We get 1, 2, 3, 1 more 5, and the space is back. Okay, so now we're going to this guy on my 1 immortal.
4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
It's looking good.
And then strength 10.
Toughness 5, 2s.
There's always a 1.
Always a 1.
Always. 2 at -3, I believe.
Okay, easy peasy. I just need a double 6.
He's a -3.
Okay, double 6 coming right up. Sort of. Okay, so Steve hasn't consolidated into my cryptek, and that is the end of turn 2. So, I'm going to move in to turn 3 for the Necrons. Okay, turn 3 for the Necrons. I'm scrambling for points. I'm trying my best. I've moved the Plasmancer slightly towards the objective there. So, let's get on with this. End of movement phase, 3d6. 4+ is mortal wounds. We get 1 mortal wound. Okay, he's down to 1 wound. Okay, so now the Plasmancer's Plasmic Lance, 18 inches against that Dread. It's Assault D3. So we get 3 shots.
Ooh.
Steve is quivering. We need 3s. We get 2 through. We are now strength 7, toughness 7, 4s. Get a command point to that. Oh. Do I get my command point back? No.
Did you say the fight phase?
Yeah, start the fight phase. 6 inches.
Are you're in the charge phase now, aren't you?
Okay, I've charged phase, done.
Oh, he's not charging then?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not going to charge. Because you'll kill him.
And it just has to be within a certain range, not
6 inches. Okay. Any unit within 6 inches.
Brutal.
So I've got a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We need a 4+. No, we're going to re-roll it. Yes! He's dead.
He's dead.
Don't explode.
Let's see if it explodes. So I use my special dice for this one?
Yeah, go on, use your special dice. A 4.
Nope.
Okay, so movement. This guy did advance 6 inches. These guys have gone onto the objective over there. There's no shooting because no one can see my Plasmancer. Although this guy...
Because he's a vehicle.
Okay, yes.
He can shoot into combat, can't he? Being a vehicle.
Yeah, go on then.
So he gets his 5 shots.
This is going to hurt, isn't it?
Well, he's been really accurate with these shots all games, so...
So you do a bad roll, is that what you're saying?
Hitting on 5s. 1. His accuracy is still on point.
I've only got 1 wound, remember?
That's true. Wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
1's normal save.
So I need a 6 up to save my skin. No. Oh, command point it.
Really?
Yeah. I've got 3 command points left. Okay, here we go. Oh, do I get my command point back? No. Okay, end of turn 3 for the Orcs. We're going to move into Necrons turn 4. I've just got the Plasmancer left. I'm going to play the rest of their game out off camera and we'll be back to find out the final score. Okay, despite my cryptic, he did pretty well. He died and then he got back up again, but then he died again. And Steve is on all 4 objectives, all 4 table quarters, and he managed to get, with assassination, 90 points. And I got 25 points for primary, only 2 points for secondary, failing miserably there. So yeah, my points was 37. So Steve, a solid victory for the Orcs.
It's been a long time coming, man. It's been a long time coming. You've had this coming for a long time.
Well, I'm very pleased for you, obviously.
That's not what you said on camera.
Okay, there you go, Steve. Happy?
Oh, I'm very happy.
So finally beat me.
Oh.
Although you know 500 points doesn't count.
Now listen, you've said this before, and if it doesn't count, that means you would only be 3-0 up, not 4-0.
Yeah, 500 points. Interesting.
Yeah, I play quite a few combat patrols.
Yeah.
But you don't really, do you?
No, I've done a few, I've done a couple, but it's usually not my bag. Not that I dislike them.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously I just normally play bigger games.
It's just the convenience and the time of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
A smaller area to play, and the fact that it takes less time and stuff, it makes it, and when you're travelling as well for gaming, it's not too much to bring with you either, which is nice.
Yeah, no, exactly. So obviously I've got a bit of a slaughter. I've got a bit slaughtered today.
Yes.
However, that stratagem that you played, doing the mortal wounds in the charge phase,
yeah,
that made a big difference.
It did, because it would have been impossible for me to kill him that turn otherwise, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, and do you know what? I was planning on doing that anyway before I even realised he only took 3 wounds per phase. I was more using it just to make sure I got into the combat, because I really wanted to get in there. But then just getting the mortal wounds on a 2+ is a bonus, and obviously rolled really good on that. Yeah, I had a lot of good dice rolling at that point, and you didn't.
No, my rolls were definitely off.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, you had some horrendous dice rolls. I don't think any of your command re-rolls worked, did they?
No.
To the point where I said, you just need to get rid of that card. Just don't ever touch that stratagem again. But yeah, it was. I don't know, mate. It's just nice to win a game at last. It really is.
We'll let you have your pleasure. I mean, you did wear a smiley T-shirt, so
I did.
I was hoping you were going to win, and I was going to
yellow as well.
I was going to make you like wear it upside down. Get lost.
Yeah, but list building is it's a challenge, isn't it? At 500 points,
it is. Yeah, it definitely is, because you have to. You basically just can't build a list for everything, can you? You can't build a list for the mission, and to take out everything that maybe your opponent might have. You've got to take some chances.
I think it's probably easier for me and certain factions that have a lot of access to cheaper things. Like I would usually take Grots, but I didn't in this list because I just really wanted to squeeze in 2 Death Dreads.
Right.
Yeah, I think for factions like yours that are quite expensive on points, it's a bit more of a struggle. And yeah, like you say, you no matter what sort of list you do, you're always going to leave yourself weak somewhere. I think I rewrote my list like 7-8 times before coming. Yesterday I was just, no, I'll swap out the weird boy for a big mech. No, I'll put a war boss in. No, I'll change that Death Dread for that Death Dread. And I was really tweaking and fiddling with it.
Well, I started my list thinking about like heavy support, because I was pretty sure you'd play either Killer Cans or Death Dreads, because obviously that's your favourite unit.
I do love my Dread.
So I thought, okay, well, I need some like heavy hitting guns. So started looking at those, and it's like pretty expensive. But then, you know, you might not get line of sight on such a small board with a lot of terrain. So then I thought, well, how about like going down the mortal wound route? Because then I don't need heavy hitting guns. I could do some damage with mortal wound. So then I thought, well, the Transcendent Catan, wouldn't necessarily play them in a big game. So that's the good thing about small games. You do get opportunities to play units you wouldn't normally play.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Scarabs, I think a Scarab Swarm would be an auto including 500 points.
Yeah.
Because they're small, cheap, fast.
And
a good amount of
so
wins.
hard to shift.
Yeah.
So hard to shift. So resilient.
So they were automatically in there. And then for troops, because you have to have 1 troops in combat patrol. Warriors, I mean, the minimum squad is 10, so that's 130 points. And then 5 Immortals, of course, only 85 points. And they have 3+ save. So slightly better. So I went for, obviously, Immortals. You got your HQ in there, went for a cheap one, but the main reason, not only was he cheap, he could do the mortal wound, so that back up the mortal wound theme, and then of course the Scarabs could explode and do mortal wounds as well.
Yes.
So it was all there. But yeah, you took my Catan out, and that was basically the end of the game, effectively. I couldn't really recover from that.
It was, I saw where you moved him, and I wasn't planning to send that Death Dread in that direction. They were both going to go together as a tag team with the big mech supporting them, and they were just going to basically move their way around the board, killing everything, and the rest of my stuff was just going to sit at the back of the board and hope you didn't come and get them. But I saw the opportunity. I thought, well, he's armed with custom Mega Blasters. They do some pretty nasty damage. But in the end, it was the big mech with his guns that put the hurt on you to start with. But yeah, it just the dice gods were in my favour for once. Although I did roll a few snake eyes in that game, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
Probably not as many as you.
Yeah. No, I think it just basically I just didn't have enough units to spread out and survive.
Yeah,
that was the main thing.
We both chose engage on all fronts, didn't we?
Yeah, well, because of the way the objectives were, I think we both decided that we're going to be going for objectives anyway, which means that we're going to be in quarters. So the reason why I didn't go for whatever the other one is, basically the objective based one rather than in quarters, was because I thought
survey.
No, we both went for survey.
We did.
I went for engage on all fronts, table quarters, as opposed to the objective one, which I can't remember what it's called. You know, be on three objectives.
Yes.
Basically, it's be in 3 quarters or be in 3 objectives.
Right.
And I went for the quarter one because I thought you're going to be there as well, so the objectives might be contested.
Mm-hmm.
So it made sense to go for the quarters.
Yeah. So you're still getting some points anyway.
Yeah. But basically, I had no choice to spread out, the same as you.
Yeah.
You were just better equipped to spread out.
I had a couple more units than you, didn't I? So I could afford to lose a couple more units and still go for those. Whereas,
and then, of course, I took kill more because there was really nothing else there that I could have taken.
No.
Maybe raise the banner, but you only get a few points for that, and it means your units can't do anything.
It's another thing that you brought up, didn't it? We were chatting just off camera, and you were saying about the in future maybe house ruling combat patrol games and reducing the amount of secondaries. And I've got to say I'm with you on that, because there was a lot of when we were choosing the secondaries at the beginning, there was lots that were just no use to me, because I had no psychers, so that was all of them out.
Yep.
You had no psychers, so that was that out. And because of our small lists and what we've got, like, you know, they can't kill Titanic, and you didn't have any vehicles, there was nothing there, so it immediately rules out a whole load of those secondaries. And because I was on the objectives and got those points, I was scoring them and I was scoring the secondaries, which just really, like, suddenly
felt
you
like,
shoot ahead on points.
Yeah, basically, once you got the upper hand, not only were you taking the standard mission objectives, but you were, as you say, doubling up as well. So we were thinking maybe just either playing the mission only secondary, or we could have the option where you either take the mission only or you take one other secondary.
Yeah, so you just use the secondary mission that's in the page, or you have the option to change it. So just basically one secondary mission each.
I might just keep it a bit tighter.
I think so. I think it would. Everything else is scaled down. The command points are scaled down, the points are scaled down, the board size is scaled down, so it makes sense to also scale down the secondary objectives, I think. Because, I mean, certainly for a list like yours with so few units, you lose one unit, you couldn't do a lot of those objectives that you'd selected.
No, because that's the thing, those are all, like, you need 3, don't you? 3 quarters, 3 objectives. I only had 4 units. So.
Yeah, exactly. So it was and then obviously some of them need to support another unit, so they're designed to work together and things. Yeah, I mean, even I was talking again off camera, sort of saying even the possibility of bringing in some of the old things, like throw in house rule it, do the primary objective, and then throw in slay the warlord for a little bonus, or the first blood and things like the old games. And it might be quite fun to experiment with that a little bit. But I think combat control would be tightened up a little bit nicer, I think, if you could do things like that, certainly.
Well, I do have another list ready and waiting, because at one point we thought we might get 2 games in, but no chance, not with recording all the dice rolls and stuff.
And I have another list not ready.
Not quite ready,
It's just, I need a little bit more paint on another unit. I'm painting up some Squig Hog Riders.
I wonder what layout.
So yes, I did have 2 lists ready, and but I had to message you and say it's not going to be done in time. But they're very nearly done, so I'm sure by the next time we play, I can bring my Squig Hog Riders and try out some of these Beast Snagger units, because I'm dying to try out some of this.
Well,
stuff.
even though now I know what you've got, I won't change my list.
Yeah, that's it. I'm giving it all away.
But no, I already have a second list anyway, so it's printed out, ready to go. I can't wait to play a game.
Yes,
awesome.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Yep.
Definitely.
Excellent. Okay, well, there you go. Of course, 6 Plus Stevo has his own channel, linked in the description below and the pinned comment, so give him a sub, because I'm going to be on his channel playing a game as well. Except this time, we're going to be winning. Right, Steve?
It's time for the comeback, baby.
Okay, so that is it. Anything you'd like to say, Stevo?
I guess I'll just say this is 6 Plus Stevo, the champion, signing out.
Is there any is there any thunder?
Not yet. Keep it rolling. It will happen soon. And I can see lots of people out on their balconies with their cameras out, so everyone wants to catch the light.
How many do you reckon are actually doing a Warhammer 40k battle report?
It doesn't look the entire
We're just going to wait for it to thunder then, are we?
Well, it'd be
That's where the
quite.
wonders of editing come in.
You should have had the camera rolling.
I have. Today we are here with the telly on, so I can't put this on. Copyright strike.
You could come out and shut the doors and do it.
Could do.
Do you want me to turn the volume down?
No. I've got wet feet now. A
Sorry,
stupid idea. Today I'm here with 6 Plus Stevo for another game of 40k. However, this time it's a little different. 500 points, combat patrol. And Stevo, what is it?
It's coming right up.
It is indeed. It's been really sunny all day today. And now it's raining.
We've got some thunder going. Just can't catch it on camera.
No.
Is that thunder or is that the sound of Nick's imminent defeat?
It was on manual focus before, so I don't know whether that'd be any good. We might have to redo it. That is it. Anything you'd like to say, Stevo?
I guess I'll just say this is 6 Plus Stevo, the champion, signing out.
I can't exactly beam out because I'm holding the camera.
That's true.
Oh well, I'll just beam out to black.
I could hold and you'd be gone if I hold the camera
Okay,
in that very
that
still
looks very
location.
professional. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here
I'll
we
hold very
go.
still and then I'll look very surprised.
I'm gonna sit on that stupid wet
Just look
one.
like an even. I think your first beam out and then cut to that, it might look quite good.
Okay. How about just pan to the scene?
Oh yeah. It is a pleasure to play here with this view.